Former Lumpinee and Rajadamnern Muay Thai champion Jomhod Kiatadisak is taking on a new challenge. The 44-year-old fighter has just completed his training to compete as a pro MMA fighter. Once one of the biggest names on the Muay Thai scene in Europe, Jomhod has been in training for weeks at Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket for one particular fight, a full Metal Dojo event in Bangkok against top Cambodian fighter Vorn Viva. We caught up with the fighter at the Tiger Muay Thai.
ก็เริ่มตั้งแต่อายุ7 ขวบแล้วครับเริ่มชอบมวยที่บ้านเขาหัดมวยกันมาอายุได้11 ขวบก็เริ่มชกมวยครับนึกชอบก็ชอบมากครับทั้งหมดก็รวมประมาณ370 กว่าครั้งก็ชนะมาเยอะมากครับได้เข็มขัดมา19 เส้นได้คิกบ็อกซิ่ง K1 แล้วก็มวยไทยคงเป็นแชมป์เวทีมาตรฐานลุมพินีราชดำเนินครับทุกคนก็อยากได้กันครับผมพี่ก็มีแล้วครับ
So basically, we've got the world's #1 striker fighter with over 370 fights, going into MMA. So you have a massive difference in the style of fighting that he's learning now that he's never actually done before or participated in it whatsoever. From Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a stand-up sport. When Muay Thai hits the ground, it pretty much stops. When MMA hits the ground, it starts.
He's done everything here at Tiger Muay Thai to get ready for his MMA debut. So it's the last week of preparation, so everything's kind of winding down now and just kind of tightening his game up a little bit for Saturday night when he gets ready to fight. It's a full Metal Dojo. It's an event in Bangkok this Saturday, so it's going to be quite an event and looking forward to see him display his skills.
อยากเปลี่ยนบ้างครับชีวิตนี้อยากทำอะไรมันตื่นเต้นมากจะทำให้มันอะไรที่มันตื่นเต้นอยู่ต่อยแต่มวยไทยก็ชอบด้วยครับการต่อสู้แบบ MMA.
Obviously his stand-up game is world class. So now we're trying to fine-tune a lot of his ground game, as far as jiu-jitsu and grappling and, his wrestling. So transitioning from his Muay Thai strikes to, wrestling and grappling and adapt more on the ground, which, he's not used to as far as his Muay Thai. But I think he's making the transition very well. Muay Thai is very close to wrestling as well with a lot of the body locks and throws and things like that in close grappling. But I think he's making the adjustments and adapting quite well.
มวยไทยก็จะยืนกันต่อยแต่ MMA ก็จะต่อยปรับพื้นก็ต่อยกันได้ล้มก็ต่อยกันได้แบบว่าคล้ายๆฟรีสไตล์ครับเพราะ MMA มันก็ต้องมาจากมวยไทยครับแต่หยิบพื้นฐานมันมวยไทยด้วยก็มันมีบราซิเลียนยูจินซึผสมกันเข้าไปมวยไทยก็ผสมเข้าไปมีใช้ศอกใช้เข่าได้ครับ
What they're trying to do now is move a transition into the sport where they're going to try to bring the Thais into doing MMA, which up until now, I guess, hasn't been a great deal of interest because of the fact Muay Thai is Muay Thai and it's a very distinctive sport, so to speak. So I think that Jomhod is definitely the one that be the best person to encourage people, and he really believes in it. The plan is to get him into the UFC if we can.
ติดต่อก็บอกมีผู้จัดการเพื่อนๆก็รู้จักจะมาคุณลองต่อย MMA ดูไหมคุณมีโอกาสนะบอกว่าคุณมีร่างกายที่ดีอยู่นะบอกหาคุณแบบคุณนี่ยากนะครับผมก็เลยลองดูทักษะการออกกำลังกาย ได้เทคนิคเพิ่มขึ้นมาก็ได้มีเพื่อนเพิ่มขึ้นมาเยอะครับ
Jomhod is the #1 striker of the world and still is probably. But transitioning over to MMA is going to be very interesting for him. I think that he will do very, very well. I think he's got the heart for it, that's for sure. Muay Thai is a very big part of MMA. If you don't do any Muay Thai, you really don't have much chance of doing MMA as well. So he's definitely got the Muay Thai side covered, that's for sure, without a doubt there. That's for sure.